What is up, everybody? This is Cody, aka DFS Prodigy, to talk about the upcoming U.S. Open slate for golf. I'm loving this slate. The U.S. Open is pretty tough course for a lot of people, and this will basically show who the best golfers are. You're going to see a lot of high scores. You're going to see a lot of people just not looking well, but that's just the course. So it's a par 70. It's about 750 yards. The tournament is basically just to get the right combo of players, and placement points are key. So basically, let's go over who I'm liking. So at the top, we have Justin Johnson versus Jon Rahm. You can't go wrong with any one of these guys, but if I had to pick, it would be DJ. I think DJ is one of the best golfers in the world. He's facing Jon Rahm, who has gotten up there. He won a tournament. They're both pretty well. But give me Justin Johnson. Justin Thomas versus Xander. So in DFS forms, Xander is going to be basically the chalk of this slate. Xander has looked well, but if everything's clicking, he even looks way 10 times better. He's not a bad option whatsoever. But give me Justin Thomas, who, even though the putting is scary, he's been driving the ball pretty well. And I like Justin Thomas a lot more. Colin Morikawa versus Rory. Give me Colin. Rory has not looked well whatsoever. Colin has basically became a new guy this year. He's all over the place. He's done well. Give me Colin. I'm not getting to McDowell or Danny Lee. I'm staying off of that one. The next one, Bryson versus Webb. Both these guys, I'm not really liking either one in this tournament. Bryson just has not looked himself. His putting's not there. His driving's going to be key. Webb Simpson is just inconsistent. He's not a guy I'm getting too much of either. If I had to pick, it would be Bryson, but it's not one of my favorites. Berger versus Cantley. This is one of my favorites. Give me Daniel Berger in this matchup versus Cantley. Berger has looked well. His course fit is extremely well for him. He should do pretty amazing on this course, and this is the type of course that he excels at. Cantley's just an inconsistent guy that I'm just not getting too much of. Hideki versus Jason Day. Jason Day has become pretty well, but I don't trust it. Either one of these moments his back can give out, or this guy can just fall apart like he has beforehand. Hideki, yes, the putting is scary, of course, but give me Hideki in this matchup. Patrick Reed versus Tommy Fleetwood. Fleetwood is just inconsistent, of course, also. He went to Portugal and he played well, but of course he faced awful competition. Patrick Reed should excel at this course. The playing style fits him pretty well. Patrick Reed is the guy I'm getting to, which I can see him doing amazing at this course. Tiger Woods versus Adam Scott. I'm going to take the leverage play in Adam Scott, who Scott has not looked bad at all either. Tiger is scary because I know the name fits him well, but it is Tiger, so you got to watch out for him. But Adam Scott fits this course, again, pretty well. That's the key component of this video, is basically fitting the course well. Which guys look at this course and do well at, basically. So that's who I'm getting to, Adam Scott. Tony Finau versus Tyler Hatton. I like Hatton a lot more. Finau typically does well at these courses, but he just is injury prone. I don't like him at all. I don't think he'll do well, to be honest with you, whatsoever. Fitzpatrick versus Rose. This one is a tough one to me. Rose is inconsistent, yes, and he has not looked well whatsoever. But Fitzpatrick, on the other hand, is a similar story to Justin Rose. So I'm typically going to get to Justin Rose a little bit more, but that's a toss-up to me. So there's a lot of matchups on this board, and a lot of them I'm not going to go over, of course, because they're just two guys that just I don't think will do well at this course whatsoever. But the ones I wanted to really look at, again, we're going from the top to the bottom. Paul Casey and Ricky Fowler, I'm not getting to a lot of at all. Brandon Todd versus Woodland. Woodland is the champion here beforehand. Brandon Todd looks a lot better, though, so give me Brandon Todd. The one I wanted to look at was Kamer versus Champ. So Kamer is a guy who basically is a European star. He has done so well facing opponents in his tier. But you have Cameron Champ on the other side, who I'm just not getting to a lot of. I'm loving Kamer in this matchup. Keep it going. Basically, Kuchar versus Sergio Garcia. That's a tough one to me because both guys have looked well recently, even though Garcia kind of broke down. Cameron Smith versus Poulter, not getting into a lot of. Benny On versus Norton, not getting into a lot of it all either. Palmer versus Munoz. This is the guy that I'm liking Munoz. He can compete with these guys. I'm liking him a lot more. Willett versus Howell, nothing. Bradley versus Westwood, nothing. I like Zach Johnson versus Leishman. So let's basically go over these 13s. So you have Justin Johnson, Thomas, Morikawa, Berger, Hideki, Reed, Scott, Hatton, Rose, Todd, Cameron, Munoz, Johnson. So if I had to pick, I'm Xing off Johnson. Thomas, I like Morikawa, I like Berger, Hideki, Reed, Scott. Well, actually, X off Scott. It's not one of my favorites. These are basically the bets that I'm liking. Thomas for Morikawa, Berger, Hideki, Reed, Hatton, Rose, Todd, Cameron Munoz, and Zach Johnson. That's an 11-man parlay that you can definitely get to. That I'm all over the place with. So golf is a high variance sport. It's kind of like MLB where one guy can basically just go off in the matter of a heartbeat, and that could change the whole entire slate. So be careful with this. But those are the guys I'm pretty much getting to that I'm liking in my player pool. You can do parlays with those guys a lot. I'm liking all those guys pretty much. So pretty much wraps up my video, guys. This is my first ever golf one, basically for the U.S. Open. So I'm pretty pumped about it, and I'm hyped up about it. I think it should do well. Hit that subscribe button for more content, and basically just like my video so it can get the more viewers out there. That pretty much wraps it up, everybody. Like I said beforehand, hope everybody has a good day. My MLB video will be up soon. So have a good one, everybody.